Good morning, gang. Happy Tuesday. So here we are, the morning after gold closed above 2,000 for the first time in a long time. Okay. I think we were 2,150 or something like that yesterday. So we'll see how we play out today as the dollar continues to get weaker this morning. Interesting. I want to give you this, and for a lot of people that watch this channel, about 3/4 of it, y'all are somewhere around my age, maybe a little younger, maybe a little older. But there's been all the talk in the media lately about Social Security, right? And, of course, the typical lies coming out of the Biden administration that the Republicans are trying to cut Social Security, which isn't true. But, hey, never let a lie go to waste. If you tell it often enough, maybe it'll become truth, right? The old communist way of doing things, which would be the playbook for this administration. So there was a story that came out yesterday that said that the GAO has now moved up the date for Social Security to go insolvent to 2034, which means anybody my age, okay, 56, I'll be 57 later this year, can expect a 20% cut in their Social Security payout when they retire. Now, I'm going to give you a few facts of this, just to let everybody know truly what's going on. Social Security was established in 1936, all right? And since then, everybody that has worked has had to pay a Social Security tax into the Social Security Trust Fund, and their company that they worked for also had to pay a matching tax, okay, up to a certain income level and all that sort of stuff. But for all intents and purposes, pretty much everybody watching this, we've all paid into Social Security for pretty much our entire working lives, okay? Me, that goes back to age 11. So, yeah, I paid into Social Security now for 40 plus years. And now they're going to tell me that I'm not going to be able to get my money back. So I'm going to give you a little history on Social Security. Like I said, it started in 1936. In 1936, the average life expectancy for a man in the United States was 56.6 years. So you never got old enough to collect your Social Security, all right? Just saying, okay, on average. It wasn't until 1943, I take it back, 1939, that we got over age 62, okay, where the average life expectancy at that point was 62.1. Then we got into the 1940s with World War II. It dropped a little bit, okay. But then standard for our entire life has pretty much been that retirement age was 65, right? Well, the average male didn't have a life expectancy of 65 until 1949. Right? And so you think about how this was, what this was originally set up for. I mean, mind you, again, Social Security is a socialist program, okay? Just telling you this. It's the world's biggest Ponzi scheme. We'll collect money. This was the original idea. We'll collect money, we'll collect money, we'll collect money, we'll collect money. The people won't live to ever get it back, and we'll just have this money. Okay? That was pretty much how it originally worked. The few people, originally it was figured that you'd have 100 working people that would have to pay for one retiree because they got to retirement age. They lived long enough to collect their Social Security. What changed in the 1970s was a Democratic Congress, okay, the Democrats, decided to lump the Social Security Trust Fund into the general fund, and as usual, the Democrats spent it all. So now Social Security has turned into a massive Ponzi scheme, okay? The only way that the retirees can get paid is if there are enough working people to pay them. The money doesn't go into any sort of trust fund anymore. It literally goes from Joe 30-year-old to Joe 60-year-old as a pass-through, okay? So the less Joe 30-year-olds we have working, okay, hello millennials playing your video games, okay, the less money we have for the retirement age people, because the government already pissed away all the money that I put into it, okay, or you put into it. So now you get into, well, how many people are there? Right now, where I said before we needed 100 working people to pay one retiree, right now it's about 3 working people to pay for one retiree. That's it, okay? That's the ratio. And that's how come we're so screwed, because life expectancy now is 76.1 years. And that has dropped since last year when it was 77 years. So don't count on Social Security. If you're my age and think you're going to collect some, I wouldn't count on it. If you're already retired, you can count on it going down, all right? Who knows? I also see this one all the time, is when should I start taking Social Security? 62, 65, 67, which is now full retirement age, 70. By 70, you pretty much have no choice. And I look at this and I go, you're an idiot if you don't take it at 62. But I'll get more if I wait till 65 or if I wait till 67. Yeah, on a monthly basis. So let me give you a couple of scenarios here. First off, you're 60 years old. And you figure, hey, you know what? I'm going to wait till I'm 65, or I'm going to wait till I'm full retirement age at 67 to collect my Social Security. You turn 62 and say, nah, I'm just going to wait. My check will be more later. Okay? And you die at 64. Oops. Spousal benefits. Gee, yippee. Okay? If your spouse is old enough to collect her, do they have to wait? Like Mrs. P would have to wait an extra 11 years because she's 11 years younger than I am. Great. How much money is going to be left? Oh, if we go 11 years from now, Social Security's insolvent. Hey, guess what? She's going to get squat. Okay. I also did this calculation. Hypothetically, if I lived age 85, okay, if I collect at age 62, if I collect at age 65, if I collect at age 67, and if I collect at age 70, how much would I collect combined between all those years by the time I'm 85? They're within a couple of dollars. If I collect, just spitballing money off the top of my head, $1,100 when I'm 62, $1,300 when I'm 65, $15 when I'm 67, or whatever it would be. If I take all those months and all those dollars and add it up, by the time I'm 65, I collected the same amount of money. Okay? So you're a fool if you don't take it at 62, because you can do something with the money to maybe make a little bit of money, invest it. I mean, even if it's in T-bills or CDs or something, gold, and make a little bit of money on it. Guys, do not, under any circumstances, plan on Social Security to be there. The saying the GOP wants to cut it is ridiculous, okay? The Democrats just want to spend it. There's a good reason why they want depopulation, guys. They want to get rid of all of us that are older for a couple of reasons, okay? First off, remember the useless eaters comment? Well, you're retired. All you are now is a liability to the government. They have to pay you a check. If you're dead, they don't have to pay you anymore, so they get to keep the money. Okay? You think that doesn't fly? Again, go back to what I said was the only American value that's gone up in the last 20 years is, greed. Okay, government's pretty good about greediness. All right, think of the corruption of the Biden administration. It's all about money for him. Joe could care less about the American people. They also want those in my generation, Gen X, to die off. Why? Because we're the original rebels, guys. All right? We're the ones who will fight the man over and over and over again. Okay? We don't want anything to do with, get out of my way. I want my freedom. No, they don't want us around either. They want the generations after us who are like, we don't want to do anything. We're fine with letting the government control us and tell us what to do and everything like that. Again, it's all about control, guys. 100%. The government is not there to save you. They are not there to help you. They are there to screw you at every turn. In regards to Social Security, you paid into it for 40 to 50 years by the time you retire. I'm perfectly happy. You know what? I looked at my Social Security statement. I put $85,000 into Social Security throughout my working career. You know what? Give me my 85 grand back right now and we'll call it even. I'd be cool with that. Do that for everybody. Give us all our money back right now and say Social Security is done. Give us our money back. It's funny hearing the Social Security fund, the retirement fund, is going to be insolvent. But Social Security disability, that's fine for the next 75 years. Isn't that interesting? The people that come up with an excuse, and I've known plenty in my life who have collect SSDI, who have no problem going out and playing softball or skiing or doing whatever, but they're on disability because, I can't work, I've got a problem. Sure, there are some people that are legitimately entitled, I'll use the word, to Social Security disability. But I'll bet you at least 3/4 of the people collecting it are fraudulent cases. But that one is totally solvent. We have no problem paying the lazy. We just don't want to pay the people that earn it or earned it. And isn't that the epitome of Joe's America? The lazy get everything. I don't know. Think about all the illegals. Hey, we can spend billions of dollars on illegals, putting them up and feeding them in medical care and putting them up in hotels, but Social Security's insolvent. Okay? We can send billions of dollars to pay to arm Ukraine. We can fund the Ukrainian pension plan, but we can't sit there and fund Social Security. Anybody see a problem with this? This is the problem. The issue isn't that the money isn't there. Well, the money isn't there for anything. We're borrowing everything. The issue is they don't want us around. If they cut Social Security, that makes it harder and harder for older people to live. And they're perfectly happy with all of us dying. My suggestion, Joe, for once in your life, lead by example. Pinball out.